Welcome back. I'm here with Ben Greenberg and Connor Del Pree to talk a little MLB buy or sell. First up are the LA Dodgers. Can they overtake the Braves and get the #1 seed in the NL? Connor?
I'm selling this. I think the Braves, with the best home record in the MLB in 40-25, will keep that position. I think the strength of schedule is a little easier for the Braves with games against the Cubs, the Marlins, the Phillies. And the Giants haven't performed very well versus their own division this year, which are the only games they have left. 28-28, granted, they didn't get hot until then, but I think the Braves hold on.
All right, well, you know what? The Braves are a great team, so sitting up here and bashing them isn't what I'm going to do, but I think the Dodgers are an even better team. They're red hot. They've just snapped a 4-game losing streak, which is their longest since the All-Star break, and now that they have that out of their system, I think they're going to probably win about 15 of their last 20 games that they have left. I think this Dodger team is going to overtake the Braves.
We'll see. I think one of the tough stretches for the Dodgers is their 10-game road series when they play the Padres, the Giants, and the Diamondbacks. That'll be tough for them, but we'll see what happens.
Although the Padres and the Giants, I mean, those are two teams that have really packed it in already. They're not here to play anymore.
Ben, I think that the LA Dodgers are going to go farther when they're actually in the playoffs, but I'm going to agree with Connor here. But moving from the top team in the NL to the top league. Are you buying the NL Central as the top league in the entire NL?
I am totally buying this. I will buy this, put a down payment on it, whatever you want me to do. This team, this league is probably the best in baseball by a long shot. Okay, they have 3 teams that have already locked up spots in the postseason, and we have 20 games to play. This isn't even close. I mean, the Cardinals, Pirates, and Reds are far and away probably the best 3 teams in the same division in all of baseball.
But what about those other 2 teams? I see you haven't mentioned the Brewers or the Cubs. Both
no
teams.
Team has every team. No league has every team.
Well,
being great.
I will give you one league that has 4 good teams, 5 that aren't a pushover, and that's the AL East. First off, we'll start with the lowest team that is still competing for a playoff spot, the New York Yankees, who have been, through their injuries, have still found themselves somehow in this playoff race. You have the Orioles with Chris Davis leading home run lead. We have Manny Machado with the leading doubles leader. And then you have the best fielding team in baseball, the Baltimore Orioles. Then you go on to the Tampa Bay Rays, one of the teams that I think is most ready for the playoffs. They have strong pitching rotation. They have a good order. They have young players stepping up.
All right, but let's be honest here. I mean, the AL East may have a very consistent division, but those teams aren't really contenders. I mean, the Pirates, Reds, and Cardinals are all teams that could win the World Series. In the AL East, you have the Red Sox, and then there's a significant drop below that. I don't think anyone here is considering the Tampa Bay Rays or the New York Yankees a World Series contender. I don't see it.
Connor, I think that the AL East reign of dominance is finally over, and the NL Central has overtaken that crown. Now, my personal team is out of the playoffs, and one of my favorite things about September is seeing those rookies and those prospects being called up when the 25-man roster moves to 40. Gentlemen, what are your thoughts about the 40-man roster?
Oh, I love it. I'm buying it completely. Everyone wins in this situation. Fans, bad teams, good teams. The fans, they keep watching their team no matter who they are, the Astros. They keep watching their team. They see young players come up, see what the future looks like. And then the good teams, you see the prowess of your managers. Who's going to put in? What player are you going to put in the ninth inning with a slow runner on first? Who are you going to put to pinch run? Who are you going to put to pinch bat?
You're absolutely right about this, and I'm just going to go off all the points you made. They're all good ones. First of all, it puts the pressure on the managers. We want to see strategic baseball, especially in the National League. All the double switches that now have to be made with these new roster expansions, new players. I love it. I think it signifies postseason baseball is in the air. It's exciting and great for everybody.
Exactly.
So we're all buying into this. I love it, gentlemen. Now moving to Todd Helton, who was once a late September call-up. Does he have enough to go into the Hall of Fame?
You know what? I'm selling this. Todd Helton has played for a long time. He's a very good player. But his number belongs on the wall in Colorado, not in Cooperstown. Retire his number. He was great for his own team, but I don't see this guy as an all-time great. I'm a small hall kind of guy. I think it should be reserved for those all-time greats.
I'm going to buy this. The Todd father is a bona fide beast. In his first season as a Rocky, he belted 25 home runs. And he didn't go under 20 until 2006, 8 years later. And then if you look at, I took a look at his numbers from 1998 to 2007. I'll read you his stat line. 332 batting average, 432 OBP, 585 slugging, 1.107 OPS. This guy is a beast. He deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame.
Look, he's batted .292 outside the bandbox, which is Coors Field up in Colorado.
But he still has to play 81 games on the road.
Right,
He's not playing all at Coors Field.
Right, and he batted .292 in those games in his career, which to me is not an all-time great player. There's also the issue of steroids here. Remember, he found his power stroke. He found his power stroke pretty quickly.
He's never been
and
linked.
I don't think he's a steroid user.
Yeah.
I really don't. But I leave that up to the baseball writers who know best.
Gentlemen, that was an awesome debate. Let me congratulate you here first. I'm going to buy Todd Helton as a Hall of Famer, though, just because you got to love those guys that have been with one organization their entire career and doing it in such spectacular fashion. But that's all the time we have for this block. But don't go anywhere, because when we return, our college football experts are here to tackle the exciting week ahead.